Hello, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we shall learn in detail about the morphology of a typical leaf. By the end of this video, you will have a clear understanding about the various parts of a leaf, the different types of venation seen on a leaf, modifications of leaves, phyllotaxy, and functions of a leaf. Let us start with the introduction to the typical leaf of a plant. Leaf is a flattened, lateral appendage of the stem originating from a node. They are generally green in color due to the presence of photosynthetic pigment, namely chlorophyll. The main functions of the leaf is to carry out or perform photosynthesis and transpiration. Photosynthesis is the process by which green plants manufacture food from raw materials like carbon dioxide and water in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. Transpiration is the process of removal of water in the form of water vapor from the aerial parts of the plant through stomata. Leaves generally have an axillary bud in their axil. The leaves are exogenous in origin and develop in an acropetal manner. All the leaves of a plant constitute foliage or phylum. Let us understand the various morphology of a leaf with the help of a diagram. The main parts of a leaf are leaf base, petiole, and leaf blade or lamina. Leaf base. It is the closest to petiole and is the lowest part of a leaf. It helps in the attachment of the leaf to the stem. It protects the young axillary bud. Sheathing leaf base is of common occurrence in monocotyledons. In dicotyledons, two lateral appendages called stipules may develop at the juncture of the petiole with the stem. In the pea family, the leaf base is swollen and is known as the pulvinus. In some plants like Crotalaria, the leaf base becomes broad, flat, winged and enclose a part of the internode. The leaf base in this case is known as decurrent leaf base. Another part of the leaf is the petiole. The stalk of a leaf is known as the petiole. Leaves that do not have a petiole are called sessile and are directly attached to the stem as in Calotropis. Leaves with petiole are called petiolate as found in hibiscus. Petiole provides support to the leaf and keeps it erect. It helps in the transport of water and nutrients that are absorbed by roots to the leaves. It also plays a role in transporting photosynthetic products from leaves to the other parts of the plant. In aquatic plants, petiole develops into a spongy bulb and helps in floating. Petiole is winged in orange and modified into a phyllodes. In Australian acacia, the phyllodes performs the function of a leaf. By the way, if you're getting some value out of this video, please like and share the video so that all of us can learn, unlearn and relearn together. Also, please consider subscribing the channel and press the bell icon to get instant notification of all the upcoming videos. Next, the third part of a leaf is the leaf blade or lamina. It is the green expanded portion of a leaf and is divided into leaf apex, leaf margin and leaf veins. A central midrib is present, which gives rise to several veins and venules that traverse through length and breadth of the leaf lamina. Lamina manufactures food for the entire plant. Stomata present in the lamina of leaves help in exchange of gases and in transpiration. The leaves may be caducous, deciduous, or persistent. Leaves which fall soon after their appearance are known as caducous. Leaves which fall off in winter or at the end of the growing season are known as deciduous. Leaves that remain for several years are known as persistent. Next are the types of leaves based on their orientation. Dorsiventral leaf. In dicots, leaf blade is placed horizontally and both the surfaces can be differentiated. The sunlight falls on the upper surface known as adaxial surface and is dark green in color. The lower surface is light green in color and is called the abaxial surface. Number of stomata are more on the lower surface of the leaf. Isobilateral leaf. In monocots, the leaves are directed vertically upward. Both the upper and lower surfaces are equally green in color as they are illuminated equally on both sides. Equal number of stomata are found on both the surfaces. Centric leaf. The leaf is directed upwards or downwards as seen in pine. Centric leaf is illuminated on all sides. Next are the stipules. They are the lateral appendages of the leaf present at its base. A leaf with stipule is called stipulate and the one without stipule is known as exstipulate. Stipules may be caducous, deciduous, or persistent. Stipules are of different kinds. Free lateral stipules. A pair of free stipules are borne, one on each side of the leaf base, example, hibiscus. Scaly stipules. Small dry scales are borne on both the sides of the leaf base, example, desmodium. Adnate stipules. Two lateral stipules adhere to the petiole up to a certain height and appears like a wing, example, rose. Interpetiolar stipules. A pair of stipules lie between two leaves at a node, example, Anthocephalus. Ocrete stipules. Stipules form a hollow tube surrounding the stem from the node up to a certain height, example, Polygonum. Foliaceous stipules. They are large, green, leafy structures, example, pea. Tendrillous stipules. Stipules get modified into coiled tendrils which help the plant to climb up a support. Example, smilax. Spinous stipules. The stipules get modified into spines. Example, ziziphus. Let us look into the apex of the leaf. The leaf apex is the protruding part of a leaf. It can be found in various forms and shapes. For example, it is said to be acute when it is pointed, forming an acute angle as in China rose, obtuse when it is blunt or rounded as in banyan, emarginate when there is a notch at the apex, cuspidate when it terminates in a sharp point, and many more forms as shown in the diagram. Leaves are found in various shapes and sizes. Long and narrow leaf as in grasses, round or orbicular circular leaf blade as in lotus, reniform or kidney-shaped as in Indian pennywort, cordate or heart-shaped leaf lamina as in beetle, sagittate leaf like an arrow-shaped leaf blade and many other shapes as shown in the diagram. Next is venation. Venation. The arrangement of veins in the blade of a leaf can be categorized into reticulate venation, and parallel venation. Reticulate venation can further be divided into pinnate venation and palmate venation. Palmate venation can again be studied under two headings, namely convergent type and divergent type. Similar categorization are found in parallel venation, namely pinnate venation and palmate venation. Palmate venation can be further divided into convergent type and divergent type. Let us study venation in detail. The arrangement of veins and veinlets in the blade of a leaf is called venation. The venation pattern of a leaf is categorized into reticulate venation and parallel venation. When the veins are distributed throughout the lamina forming a network, it is known as reticulate venation. It is most common in the leaves of dicotyledons. When the veins run parallel to each other, it is known as parallel venation, as seen in the leaves of monocotyledons. Reticulate venation can further be divided into pinnate venation and palmate venation. In pinnate venation, a single prominent midrib is present, which gives off lateral veins towards the margin or apex of the leaf. The veins and veinlets branch to form a network, as seen in mango leaf. In palmate venation, the lamina has more than one prominent midrib that arise from the tip of the petiole and proceed outwards or upwards. When all the midribs diverge out from the leaf base, but again converge towards the apex of the lamina, it is known as convergent type. Example, Ziziphus. When all the midribs diverge out from the leaf base and do not converge towards the apex, it is known as divergent type. Example, cucumber. Parallel venation. It can further be divided into pinnate venation and palmate venation based on the number of midrib. In pinnate venation, the lamina of the leaf has a midrib in the center, which gives off lateral veins running parallel to each other, moving towards the margin or apex of the lamina. Example, banana. Palmate venation are of two forms. When a number of strong veins run parallel to each other and proceed from the base of the leaf blade and unite at the apex, it is known as convergent type. Example, bamboo. When the veins arise from the tip of the petiole, run parallel to each other, and diverge towards the margin of the leaf blade, it is known as divergent type, as in fan palms. Next, we shall learn about simple and compound leaf. A simple leaf consists of a single blade, which cannot be divided into any smaller unit or leaflet. The leaf blade may be entire or incised, but not down to the midrib or the petiole. The leaf is attached to the stem through the petiole. An axillary bud is present in the axil of a simple leaf. A leaf is said to be compound when the incision of the leaf blade goes down to the midrib rachis or to the petiole. The leaf divides into several units called leaflets. All leaflets are attached to the midrib separately through their own short stem called rachis. Axillary bud is present in the axil of a compound leaf, but it is never present in the axil of a leaflet of a compound leaf. Compound leaves are of two types, pinnate and palmate. When the midrib of a leaf known as the rachis bears laterally a number of leaflets arranged alternately or in an opposite manner, it is known as pinnately compound leaf, as in tamarind. It may be unipinnate, bipinnate, or tripinnate. When the petiole of a leaf bears terminally a number of leaflets radiating from a common point, the leaf is known as palmately compound leaf, as in silk cotton tree. Let us learn about the various modifications of leaves. Depending on the need of the plant, the leaves get modified into various structures like leaf tendrils, leaf spines, scale leaves, phyllodes, etc. Leaf tendrils. In some plants, the leaves are modified into thin, coiled structures known as tendrils, which help the plant to climb around a support. In Pisum sativum, the upper leaflets are modified into tendrils, while entire leaf is modified into tendril in Lathyrus opaca. Terminal leaflets in Naravilia and leaf tip in Gloriosa are modified into tendrils. In Smilax, the stipules are modified into tendrils. Leaf hook. In certain plants, the leaves are modified into hooks, which help the plant to climb a support. In Bignonia, the three terminal leaflets of the compound leaves become curved and clawed. Leaf spines. Leaves in certain plants may be wholly or partially modified into sharp, pointed structures called spines for their self-defense. Example, Opuntia, prickly poppy, etc. In Opuntia, the modification of leaves into spines also reduce water loss. In Ziziphus, the leaf spines not only cut down transpiration but also protect the plant against attacks of grazing animals. Phyllodes. In Australian acacia, the petiole or rachis becomes winged and flattened, turns green in color, and does the function of leaflets, while the leaf itself becomes reduced or disappears altogether. Pitcher. In Nepenthes, the pitcher plant, the leaf becomes modified into pitcher to trap and digest insects. The pitcher is the modification of the leaf blade. The lid is formed from the leaf apex, and the slender stalk which coils around the support is the petiole. Bladder. Utricularia is an insectivorous plant whose leaves are highly segmented and some are modified to form bladder-like structures to catch insects. Next, let us understand the term phyllotaxy. It is the arrangement of leaves on the stem of the plant. Different types of phyllotaxy in plants are as follows. Alternate or spiral phyllotaxy. A single leaf arises at each node, as in China rose. The leaves in this case are seen to be spirally arranged round the stem. Opposite phyllotaxy. Two leaves at each node are always opposite one another. If one pair of leaves is placed at right angle to the next pair, the arrangement is termed opposite decussate, as in Ocimum. Sometimes, a pair of leaves is seen placed exactly on top of another pair so that all the leaves lie in one plane. The arrangement is called opposite superposed, as in Quisqualis. When more than two leaves are arranged in a circle or whorl at each node, the arrangement is termed whorled, as in Nerium. Finally, we shall look into the functions of the leaf. Green leaves in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll manufacture food in the form of sugar, with the help of water and carbon dioxide. Exchange of gases takes place through minute pore stomata present on the surface of leaves. It is the site for entry and exit of gases during respiration and photosynthesis. Transpiration is the process of removal of excess water in the form of water vapor from the aerial parts of the plant. This process also helps in the conduction of water upwards in the stem from the roots and keeps the leaf surface cool. Xerophytic plants have highly thickened and succulent leaves with water storage tissues. These leaves help to conserve very limited supply of water and resist desiccation. In plants like euphorbia, the young leaves are brightly colored to attract insects for pollination. In onion, the fleshy leaves store food. Foliar buds, which develop in the notches of bryophyllum leaf, help in vegetative propagation. So today, we have learnt in detail about the parts of a leaf, different types of venations seen in leaves, modification of leaves, phyllotaxy, and functions of leaves. I have some practice questions for you. Please share your answers in the comment section below. You can pause the video and write down the questions if you like. Thank you so much for your time and participation. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please consider subscribing the channel and press the bell icon to get instant notification of all the upcoming videos. Also, if you want to discuss any particular topic in biology, please mention that in the comment section below. I'll see you there. Goodbye. All the best.